This could be Modi's biggest naval masterstroke. Are Pakistan's 8 new Chinese-origin Hangar submarines already obsolete as India begins its massive submarine power expansion backed by INS Crore, the biggest naval base in Asia, and INS Varsha, a dedicated submarine base near Visakhapatnam? India's new nuclear-powered submarine fleet would soon be backed by 6 brand new German submarines, arguably the best AIP submarines anywhere in the world today. But what's really embarrassing for Pakistan is that Germany refused to share its AIP tech or diesel engines with Islamabad in 2020, only to later agree to share the tech and jointly construct the submarines in India. That is a direct result of Pakistan's state-sponsored terror policy. Now, while everyone is busy focusing on Pakistan's non-existing J-35 stealth fighter deal or guessing which stealth fighter jet the Indian Air Force would buy, there is a far deadlier military race unfolding underwater. The 90,000 crore rupee AIP submarine deal with Germany would ensure India wins this race. German ambassador to India, Philipp Ackermann, has confirmed the long-pending Project 75I submarine agreement is set to be signed. He stated, "Submarine deal. I am very hopeful and confident that it will be signed very soon. In the next month, maybe." The deal is worth over 8 billion euros or more than 90,000 crore rupees. That's more than Pakistan's entire defense budget of 2024. India-Germany deal covers 6 next-generation AIP submarines to be built in India based on Germany's Type 214 design. For that much money, India is gaining access to next-generation AIP technology, which makes the German submarines the most silent hunters beneath the waves. In submarine warfare, silence and stealth makes all the difference between life and death. The diesel engine in the Chinese-origin Hangar submarines is questionably loud, and according to reports, it leaves a distinct acoustic signature, making them comparatively easier to identify and then target when using the diesel engines. Not only will India's new AIP submarines be far more silent, but India's nuclear submarines would enjoy a significant strategic advantage over the new Pakistani Hangar submarines. Germany's ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems and India's state-owned Mazagon Dock shipbuilders in Mumbai would construct the new AIP submarines under the Modi government's Make in India push. The core technology at stake here is the AIP or Air Independent Propulsion. It lets a submarine generate power using batteries without surfacing to draw in oxygen. The submarine can hide underwater for over 2 weeks at a time. India's current submarine fleet lacks operational AIP capabilities. The Indian Navy operates 6 French-origin Calvary-class Scorpene submarines, 7 older Sindoor-class Kilo submarines, and 4 Shishumar-class boats, alongside its 3 nuclear-powered submarines with a 4th nuclear SSBN set to join next year. On the 30th of April, Pakistan commissioned its first Hangar-class submarine based on China's Type 039 or the Yuan-class design. It is nearly 76 meters long and displaces about 2,800 tons. The full program for 8 submarines is about $5 billion. Now, to detect Pakistan's new submarines, the Indian Navy is boosting its ASW capabilities. It just inducted a submarine hunter vessel called INS Malban on the 22nd of July. It is backed by the PA-type Poseidon aircraft fleet and the Kamorta-class ASW corvettes. In fact, the Indian Navy intensified PA-type Poseidon anti-submarine patrols near Pakistan's EEZ or Exclusive Economic Zone right after PNS Hangar arrived in Karachi, actively tracking the submarine movements. India's Arihant-class nuclear-powered submarines form the naval leg of its nuclear triad. The latest INS Aridaman can carry 8 K4 submarine-launched nuclear ballistic missiles with a range beyond 3,500 kilometers. Beyond the 4 or 5 Arihant-class boats, Indian Navy is also planning on 6 indigenous nuclear-powered attack submarines or the SSNs. But the true leap will come with the next-generation S5 class SSBNs, which are being designed to carry the new K5 missiles with a range of around 16,000 kilometers. The gap between Pakistan and the Indian Navy is already massive. India also operates 2 aircraft carriers, while Pakistan has none. The Indian Navy is ranked the 7th most powerful in the world. In terms of fleet strength, India has the 4th largest navy, while Pakistan is struggling to enter the top 13. The two navies clashed once before Pakistan surrendered in the 1971 war. Operation Trident, Indian Navy sank 11 Pakistani vessels, including 2 warships, 7 gunboats and a submarine, while losing just 1 Indian submarine in the entire war. Pakistan's prized submarine PNS Ghazi was sunk by an Indian Navy destroyer near Visakhapatnam before it could strike any Indian vessels. But what do you believe? Should the Indian Navy lead Operation Sindoor 2.0? Leave a comment, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.